Oh my god. No. No, that can't be true. Ashes everywhere, and this is Fiona's handkerchief. No, this can't be true. Who would do such an awful thing to a little girl? A long stick with a hook on its end. The musket's ramrod. A lot of screws. It seems to be connected to the boiler. The inscription on the crate is illegible. Part of a ship's plan. Quite heavy. I'll assemble it. The ship's map is complete. If I want to use the smoldering coal, I'd better get a move on. I'll put the coals in. The ramrod from the musket is red hot. Now that I can use the insulating material to hold the red-hot ramrod that's heating up in the bed warmer. It's working. Now the steam is coming out here instead of upstairs. The door is completely warped. Using the boat hook and some force, I should be able to unhinge the door. Good, that worked. The room where Fiona was imprisoned. It really exists. What on earth is happening here? This will help Lex to get back on his feet. From the crane. It fell into the water. Hey, Lex, it's me. Insane?
Oh, wait. It's you.
You're out of your mind.
Everything is blurry. I can hardly see anything. I feel weak. In pain. I could really do with some medicine right now.
I found some morphine. It should help a bit.
Ah, great. Hand it over. That stuff really helps.
Do you understand me again?
That seems to be the case, but please do me a favor and keep the volume down, will you?
A lot has happened. Let's leave our quarrels behind.
You've got a big heart, that's for sure.
Anyway, I really need to tell you something now.
Is that so?
Maybe it was just a dream. Or my imagination. I saw a girl. Fiona. She was on this ship, as a prisoner.
What are you talking about?
It's as if I was on the ship in some other time. Perhaps it's still to happen. I don't know.
That does sound rather crazy.
Yeah, it was weird. I can't explain it.
Well, maybe I can.
What do you mean?
Before I lost my senses, I was able to decipher some of the logbook's content. The Portuguese part. And I found out something rather interesting. This ship transported not only normal freight, they've made some modifications and turned the hold into some kind of distillery.
Some kind of what?
You can produce alcohol with it. I've read something about ethanol, and I think that we're on board a smuggler ship.
Yes. My vision was about smugglers too.
Anna, What I mean by this is that there are probably lots of barrels down there that are filled to the brim with volatile liquid, and they are responsible for completely clouding your senses.
No. This vision felt completely real. I can hardly describe it. I've never experienced something like that.
I can't deny that this ship is creepy, but ghosts? I don't know.
I think that the girl is the key to what's happening here. I think that I need to help her. I think that if I don't, that something terrible is gonna happen to her.
Just listen to yourself. You're not making any sense.
I found her ashes down in the machine room in front of a huge oven. If only I knew who she is or what's happened to her.
Well, there's one thing I know for sure, and that is what will happen to us if we don't get a move on and get out of here. This ship, it's got eyes and ears. It's whispering, and it's going to be our grave.
How did you manage to get here in your condition? Why didn't you stay in the captain's cabin?
What? Oh, of course. I found the key, and since you were gone for so long, I started to worry about you. I wanted to see if you might need some help. When I came in here, I tripped. I must have lost consciousness for a bit. Anyway, when I woke up, I saw the wardrobe lying there, and I was too weak to move it.
What can we do?
If what I read is true, then we need to get off this cursed ship as fast as possible. If ethanol leaks from the hold, it might kill us and we won't even notice. Or the ethanol catches fire, which would get us just as killed. We need to get off this ship. But to do that, we first have to find out where the hell we are. It's time that we uncovered a couple of this ship's dark secrets, don't you think?
But how? What should we do?
You don't know much about navigation, but I do. You need to become my eyes, ears, and hands. See if you can fix the position and get us back on course. Before we leave the ship, it's essential that we know which direction to take. Otherwise, we'll be lost in open sea.
But I'm a reporter, not a sailor.
There's no better time to become one.
I've never picked a lock before. I think that the ship is lit well enough now. There's a picture of a key on it. There's a letter in the casket. There's a picture of a key on it. Someone's composed a tune. Elegy for a Lonely Girl. The guitar's been lying here for a while. An eerie totem mask that's used in uncivilized ceremonies. Did the occupant of this cabin hunt down these animals? Here's a little note attached to it. Something's written on it. These trophies appear to originate from all the different places that the ship has docked at, and there's a little note attached to it. Something's written on it. An eerie totem mask that's used in uncivilized... These animals look like they come from remote, faraway lands. Maybe the occupant of this cabin was a hunter, and there's a little note attached. Something's written on it. I've never seen butterflies like these before. They must come from far away. But where exactly? Here's a note attached. Something's written on it. It says, found at longitude 31, latitude 39. Thieves are not welcome here. I need something to crack the lock. I've cracked the lock on the map table. Oh, a sea chart. Could come in useful, and there's a note stuck to the chart. I've seen how this is used once. Oh no. The note was stuck so fast to the map that there's nothing left I could use. Wait. There's an impression of the note left on the map. Yes. I can use the picture frame to decipher the mirror image of the note. It's a coordinate. Longitude 25, latitude 37. I found a city! To identify a shipping route in this book, I first need to find 5 places that have been visited. There actually is a shipping route that links all 5 of these locations. That's the route! Used to steer the ship, but with no one steering, something's wrong. The compass is spinning like crazy. How can that be? It's too foggy. There's no way I could use the sextant to determine our position. Hey, what's that? A seagull! There must be land ahead. I think I'm on the right track. Next, I should...
There is no more right track.
What was that? Lex? A giant clock. Looks like someone built it from old parts that he collected. I think that I can use the cogwheel again. The clock should be complete again now. Let's see if I can wind it up. Now the clock is wound up. I can hear it tick. Figurine wears a captain's hat, so no doubt it's the captain. And it's got to signify something that he's emerging from the gates of hell. Is that the craftsman who built this clock? Might be. After all, he has a pocket watch in his hands. It's not ticking. Let me wind it up. Good. At least now we know how many knots the ship is going at. I should get back to Lex as quickly as possible.
Did you find out anything?
I've tried to change our course, but I can't budge the wheel. Not even an inch.
Damn it. You should still try to determine our position. Is there anything else?
I've tried to fix our position with a sextant.
Great. Did you succeed?
No, I didn't. It was too foggy. But I'm sure that we're not that far from land.
Damn. There must be a way to find out where we are and how fast we're moving. Is there anything else?
The compass on the bridge. Something's not quite right here.
What's wrong with it?
It's spinning like crazy. I can't determine whether we're heading north, west, south, or east.
I don't believe this. Well, we should at least find out how fast we're moving. Is there anything else?
I was able to determine the ship's speed using a chip log.
At least we know how fast we're going. If only we knew more about the ship's route. Is there anything else?
I found out what route we're on.
That should be sufficient. If it's true what you say, then we're following a sea current. And if there's really land nearby, then we're currently sailing past a very small island. And because the rudder is stuck, we'll be sailing on, out into the open sea for days, maybe weeks. We can only survive if we get off the ship immediately and head for that island.
Of all things, it's the lifeboat blocking the way out. We're trapped in here.
We need to get out somehow, and fast. We need to set that lifeboat afloat.
I saw a crane.
If you can operate it, you can use it to lift away the lifeboat and solve two problems at the same time.
I'll try.
And watch yourself. Here, take this.
The revolver. What am I supposed to do with it? There's no one here apart from the two of us.
I'm not so sure about that anymore.
What do you mean?
Take it, just in case. You'll need it more than I will. Do you know how to use it?
I think sometimes it's more important to know when not to use it.
You've got a point there.
I'm taking one bullet out. Damn. Very short, small metal pin just broke. A replacement for the metal bolt. Looks like there's less water underneath the planks now. The water inside the hatch is definitely diminishing. I think I've completely drained the water. I guess the hook drifted along further. I should check somewhere else. Good, the crane's hook. We could lower the lifeboat into the water with it. Wait, what's that? That's the amulet.